going to women's sporting events versus men's sporting events, like the fans in attendance, everybody's still locked in, just like at men's sporting events. Like that part's good. Everybody's cheering, everybody's like locked in. It's just the like you said, Tyler, the drunken stuporness is like just like that part of it's not really there. Let's talk about the game that we went to, the game that we're all wearing our brand new hats for. I already had a BFC hats, but I needed a new one. You guys got your BFC hats. Tyler, you went with the cream on cream. Sam, you're rocking the
The
Hello
cream of
Kitty.
the crop.
The cream
Oh
rises to
yeah,
the
brother.
crop. Ooh yeah. Sam, they were giving away Hello Kitty BFC hats. They were playing the Urawa Red Diamonds. They get the draw 2-2. It was quite a game. Before we could even get to our seats, Penelope Hawking scored. Carly Lima fed it to her from the left side. Hawking just kind of fires away from near the top of the box and just absolute rocket, man. I loved it. It was watching from the highlights as we're trying to get to our seats, and yeah, cool, really cool.
Speak to yourself. I watched that one. I tried to get
I'm
my
glad
wife
you.
to. I
I
tried to get my
I
wife to
watched it.
come over, and she thought that I was trying to tell her to go to the stairs, to go up the stairs, and she missed the goal. I was like, "Oh man, oh, I
I
don't
I
tell you."
I saw. Well, I was able to see it like on the big screen because I was like right by an open doorway as like I was holding my food and I was walking to the seats and I was kind of saw it developing and I was able to stop and see it happen. But yeah, it was really cool. And then in the 21st minute, the Red Diamonds capitalized on chaos in the box. Silko with the goalkeeper for BFC got nutmegged, but then the BFC defenders kind of swarmed to reject the initial shot. A second shot is also rejected, but then the third follow finally gets through and ties up the match. We go into the second half. The Red Diamonds score on another rocket off of a deflection as well. But then in the second minute of stoppage time, there's a penalty call and a goal. Penelope Hawking draws a penalty in the box right as stoppage time begins, and then Conti takes the penalty, goes left and up, and I called it. You asked me where's she going, right? And I literally I just pointed like away and left, and high, and that's exactly where she went. And just another rocket, man, just launched it and gets the draw. And that's, as somebody who's been watching basically every Bay FC game, I haven't seen many late goals this year. In fact, I've seen none. Okay. There have not been like barely any late goals to watch. I think that might have been the first one after like 75 minutes this entire season. And
Mhm.
obviously, it doesn't count for any standings, because this is a international friendly. But it's if this is something that kind of sparks a little bit of late game goal scoring, a little aggressiveness. It's good to see that they got more than one goal in a game, especially without having Rachel Kundunanji playing in this game. Oshawala was also not available. She was busy winning AFCON with Nigeria. Kundunanji was back. She wasn't playing though. She had just gotten back. They had gotten eliminated in the semifinals, I believe. So but yeah, so that's how that game went as far as what happened on the field. But guys, what did you think about just like the this is your first time at a Bay FC game. I kind of wanted to know, what did you think about just everything, like just your entire experience. What did you think?
Yeah, I was telling Sam that the some parts of it kind of remind me a little bit of San Diego, and the stadium out there with the whole big screen and the grass area to hang out if you want to just hang out there. Yeah, I think it was a great stadium. It was clean, well maintained. People were nice. There wasn't any issues of any drunken stupor happening or anything like that. So I actually enjoyed it. You know, I think we still need to go catch a Valkyrie game, but I think we might try and see if we can catch some more BFC games if we can.
Absolutely. Yeah. What
Had a
about you, Sam?
blast, great environment, um, great crowd, everything was really nice, really clean. Got the nachos with the steak on it. That was, for stadium food, it was actually pretty good. Um, we were talking about it on the way in and out is, looks like there's gonna be a BART stop being built there in the coming years. So I think it's gonna make it way more accessible, and it's also not too far from the airport. So, you know, it makes getting there a lot easier. And I think there's probably gonna be some stuff that's starting to get built up around the stadium. Some places where you could spill over, before or after the game. But overall, it was a great time, and I definitely want to go to another game, either this season or next season. So it's definitely something I would like to revisit.
And I'll be
Awesome.
more excited as well too once that pending sale goes through and
Yeah.
For the
we can watch.
earthquakes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say, as somebody who's been going to quite a few BFC games last year, and then obviously we went to this one this year so far, and I obviously try to go to as much as I can. Um, the Going to women's sporting events versus men's sporting events, like the fans in attendance, everybody's still locked in, just like at men's sporting events. Like that part's good. Everybody's cheering. Everybody's like locked in. It's just the like you said, Tyler, the drunken stuporness is like just like that part of it's not really there. You know,
Yeah.
the hostile, like like the just super aggroness isn't really there. And that's what is really nice. It's a little bit more family friendly, I guess. And it's a little bit different because this was an international friendly too, because so there was like no bad vibes. It wasn't like a rivalry game either.
Hmm.
But like, when you're playing when they're playing a rivalry game, or an NWSL game, like they'll boo the other team too. Like give it to the other team a bit. It gets loud in there too for sure, and they'll let them have it. But also, it's it's also but that you know the I guess the male aggroness, the drunken stupor, the toxic masculinity is what's not there, and that's the part that I like. I like about it is it's still it's family friendly, and it's a fun way to go and boo your hated rival. You know,
Sure. Sure.
and you can still you can bring your family and still it's great. I enjoy it, and highly recommend for families, and it's great, and the players love the energy too. Anytime anybody gets interviewed, like when uh I listen to Sam Mewis, who does the women's game podcast on the Men in Blazers network. When she talks to NWSL players, when she asks like which stadium is tough to play in, they always mention Bay AFC coming to the Bay Area as a tough one to play because of how like into it the crowd is, and like how like locked in everybody is, and like they'll give it to you, they'll boo, but like it's always like also like respectful.